second race because Suwasid might have to leave for it.
Oh no.
Why is Todd? Why was
Why is leaving?
Go for such.
Oh, that means I get to drive SL today.
Oh,
Fuck. That sucks. I'm not looking
Oh,
forward to
yeah.
getting lapped on lap 11 today.
Corvette wasn't kidding about dying.
Damn.
Oh my
happened on that
god,
corner?
what the hell was that?
Yeah, I got out of that right quick.
Okay, let me pull back a
So,
bit.
Joe, are you in the chat here? Are you in VC?
Everything looks fine on my end though.
what?
If everyone takes themselves out like that,
Joe Porsche, you could race for a team, I think.
I can race for whom?
You should race for a team because you're a reserve driver, aren't you?
Yeah, Joe Bugatti's reserved for fuck. Where is he? Riker.
Yeah,
He's a Riker guy.
I don't see anything
He's a Riker guy.
particularly.
yeah,
worrying.
Joe Porsche
should be
doesn't need
racing
to
for-
reserve for us this race, so he can reserve for any team that needs him.
Oh, okay, yeah, he should be in for a team instead of one of the emergency reserves.
I didn't saw any
the
team
teams
that
are
needs
full.
me.
Yeah, but
Can you
switch
tell me
out
which
with
team
someone else.
do I need to reserve?
Maybe switch with Fox or something. No, Fox is on the NPC.
Fox is a contract too. Stoll? You know, Stoll's a contract too, right? What the fuck?
Is there any
Citizen is
reserve?
asking Joe to take pro.
Yeah, I guess it would be
Fox,
pro.
you can
Makes
go
sense.
to Sunset Sandstorm.
Push racing or need one.
For Cooper?
So I will go to
Joe
push
just went to
racing or.
progress. Joe just
Okay,
went to
okay.
progress.
Wait, am I supposed to leave because I'm just not anything of
No, you're good.
emergency
You're good.
or
So
whatever? I'm
what's
on
the plan?
level
We got-
88 that
Did it
walked in
differently.
here.
Yay, Fox.
I think that puts me all the way at the bottom of the priority tiers. So
Well, technically, I guess Suaz would be at the bottom because he's not contracted and he didn't race in JL.
Suas?
all right, I guess that's a thing. How many people do we even have? We're all full. How the fuck do we not
Is
have?
19? We've had that 3 times this season, I think. Good
Yeah,
luck.
we're
I
all the way
guess.
full.
What?
Yeah, crazy to think that at one point we had trouble
Yeah.
getting people in SL.
It's all wet.
That's what she said.
It's all wet.
It's moist.
Okay, Reese ready up. I can start commentating.
Water off the
Reese,
boost pack.
Wait,
Make sure you
Alright.
put those
oh,
rubbers
we're
on.
for real now. Why that? Oh,
Rubber up.
sprint race. I forgot.
Alright,
You can't change anything.
and I'm
Just a one lap quali.
Just one raincoat? Okay.
Fox is showing his pants over here.
Oh, fuck. He's like, yeah, we got one lap. One shot. That's right.
alright. Starting commentary now. So, right. So welcome everyone for yet another round of CL, and once again for the first time we are racing in Finland. And so you can see Graffi is making his first ever home race here in CL, and of course he's gonna make his first home race in SCL. As you can see now, the driver is now making a one-shot qualifying on the rain as always for the sprint race. Let's see who's gonna get pole position. I believe the lap should be on 37th, 38th. As you can see now, Kraft getting pole position on his home race. There he goes.
Yeah, Kraft. Fuck yeah.
Kraft with 38 on 2. That there he goes, taking pole position. Kubo starting alongside. Kubo is not been having the best soft results, so now maybe he can come back. As you can see now, so these are starting from third with Corvin in P4. Then you got Skudrika and Mondo Drivers, Juni and BK. Then you got Kader who just won the JL race here in P7, just ahead of Andres. Then you got Suicide in the army car, just ahead of Kado, or the pro team. And then we got Mystic Rangside from P11, very solid qualifying result there, just ahead of Qualy, very close laps there. As we see now, Joe Porsche starting ahead of Ruiz, starting quite far at the back. Then we see the Sunstorm today having two drivers with Otkub and Juan, P15 and P16. When you got Game on Goose, P17, just ahead of KiATO, the current JL champion, starting just ahead of Fox with 5 seconds, 5.3 seconds behind pole position lap. Quite interesting there. As you can see now, looking at the standings, Corvid is at the moment very comfortable still. Journey is also extending this gap on second place, despite having retired on the sprint race, but then he won, I think, the feature, if not wrong. But yeah, there you go. Now the drivers are ready for the 11th lap of racing in the wet, and there we go. Crash starting from first. You see now Stoll once again trying to go for a second place there, but didn't manage to do it. And now Kubo goes by there. You can see now he's gonna lose some position, but couldn't be worse. Meanwhile, Mr. Crank up to P4. You can see there. Meanwhile, Stoll's going for the inside line. Can he take the lead of the race? And yes, he can now. BK is gonna pass him for second place. This is a very, very big start here. You can see where is Corvid. Corvid is quite far behind, as you can see. Really not a good start from the Australians. In the meantime, we got Stoll leading the way with KiATO up second. Amazing start from these two drivers. As you can see now, I believe Stoll starting from third place. And now KiATO taking the lead of the race on the final corner there. So there you go, lap number 2. We see Stoll and Kraft now. Kraft climbing now up to second. So yeah, not the ideal start, but not that bad either. Things could certainly go could have gone worse there. As you can see now, BK, oh my god, pushing Stoll there on the back straight there. But there goes BK up to second place. This might be really good for KiATO to have a breathing space there, as he can try and run away from this. As you can see now, Kubo getting himself now up to third place. He got a bit of a crash there in turn 3 on lap 1, but it could have been much worse. As you can see, he's already recovering for second place, although he made a mistake there, so that's why he's not in second. You can see now Stoll right behind, having a look on the inside.
I'm having a lot of lag.
I
Like
don't
a
see
lot of
like
people are very laggy.
I see
just got
one
mute.
lagging, but I think it's just one on my screen.
yeah, that's at the front everything seems to be fine. So right now we can see still KiATO leading the way. Then we see Kubo who's second. Then BK, you can see Jeroni lagging a bit. Graf goes off the track there, so KiATO is gonna pass on the inside. Meantime, we see Corvid trying to recover 60. Oh my god, he's gonna go deep into the gravel there. Not ideal for him. You see him in P9.
Oh no,
Yeah.
KiATO, sorry.
You can see Corvid not having the best of races today. He's trying to recover on these sprints. Only 11 laps. Although it's the sprint race, it's not the worst. At least it's not the feature race. But yeah, still not ideal for him. You see Jeroni starts survival in P4 at the moment. He has his teammate right ahead. And yeah, at the front seems to be quite calm. But now you can see here, Kader, Graf, very close to each other. I saw Diesel was getting pushed wide a little bit. Now Gletz is going to pass him for P7. And so you can see now Stoll going for the inside. He's going to touch the grass there. And Corvi only P9. This is not usual for him. I guess he's having some troubles with that ping because that's the big disadvantage. You can see now on my street he was quite far behind from Stolls, but still he got pushed on the inside. In the meantime, we got a battle for the lead here. You can see Kubo is getting just cut up to KiATO, so he has quite a lot of pace today, it seems. Actually, he had from practice, he was not that bad, so might certainly be hoping for the top 10. As you can see now, almost like rocket there. They go side by side with each other. They're fighting for the same spot, but there he goes, Kubo. Happy to the lead of the race. There he goes. Really nice start from the Polish driver for a nice race there. And still we see BK still keeping that third place after being second, I believe, in second or third. No, I think that was second place in jail. Now it's still keeping a third on the CL. As you can see now, Jeroni right behind his teammates might certainly want to pass him there. We still see Kader very solid here. As you can see now, big battle here. Corvi now trying to climb up to P6 there. As you can see now, going free wide there. Corvi is going to pass him on the outside. As you see now, Kraft, let's on the inside. Kraft is going to be on the outside. Oh, he's just going to go into the gravel there. Losing a lot of position. He started from pole position. He's already down to P9. Not the ideal home sprint race here. As in the meantime, Kubo is running away from KiATO there. KiATO makes a big mistake. As we see now, Gletzi on the inside, trying to pass Kader now for P5 there. You see Corvi following them right behind. What's going to happen there? Ooh, Gletzi going deep into the grass on the inside. He's going to lose 3 positions there at least. You can see now Corvi making quite a solid recovery here. You can see he's going to pass Kader on the outside. This is 2 very big pingy drivers there. You see, still these doors just going deep into the grass on the inside once again. You see now Kraft coming back to this battle. got a lot of positions to fight for here. You see now, Graf right behind Stoll. In the meantime, I don't know what happened with Kubo, but yes, got up there. Why KiATO is gonna push him on the back straight. That's not ideal. As you can see, KiATO is not gonna be happy with that. So let's see what can he do there to catch up to the Polish driver. As you see now, Journey up to third. So yeah, certainly doing a very solid race. In the meantime, Qualy now up to P5. That's amazing, really amazing Qualy in such a short period of time. So there you go, Scubo still in the lead, but KiATO is not that far away. There he goes. I think he's catching the slipstream. As you can see, there you go now. As we reaching the moment where these tires are starting to die out, and we're gonna see some very, very slow lap times. As you can see now, KiATO now going for the move on the outside. That's really easily done there. He wasn't on the inside before the corner. He just took it after starting the corner, basically on the middle. As now KiATO leads the race, but Kubo might be able to make a switch back there. There you go. KiATO went very deep into the corner. You can see, he's not going to mess up. He's going to dip into the gravel. This might allow Kubo to win the race with just 2 laps to go. So there he goes, Kubo, in a very good situation to get yet another sprint race. I believe it's like his third win in the sprint race, if I'm not wrong. He may have get more or less, but yeah, you can see now. You see BK. Oh my God, he's serving a lot on the straight. It's not really allowed there. You can see KiATO trying to pass him. He's gonna go really deep there into the corner, and off the track he went there. You see Stoll trying to pass him again, but not an easy job to pass a very pingy driver. You see everyone else just racing with quite some distance. In the meantime, looks like Corvi has climbed up to P4. So really still showing some good pace here. As we see Jeroni going deep into the grass. Maybe Corvi can fight for a third place. So there he goes. This is the top 2 in the standings battling each other for a third place here. As you can see now, Corvi is right behind him. Maybe trying to have a look on the inside. Jeroni's going to keep that outside line. This might be dangerous here. There he goes now. Corvi's going to go for the inside. Jeroni goes completely deep there. He's going to go off the track. And so Corvi's up to third place. In the meantime, there's no stopping this man right here. Kubo leading the way. He managed to catch up to KiATO. Then he was running away till he let Kubo come back, but now he ran away again, and there he goes. There's no one stopping him now. Kubo takes the win on the sprint race. KiATO is going to get a very solid second place after an amazing start, and I think Corvi is going to take third just ahead of Journey. Then BK with a fantastic P5. We see Stoll, and now I cannot see the order as I see drivers just finishing the race. But yeah, amazing result for BK in P5, and KiATO also a solid second. And Kubo, of course, very pleased with the win. So there you go, Kubo showing quite amazing pace. He's going to take the win here in the sprint race with the fastest lap as well. And KiATO is going to finish with solid second. Corvi with an amazing Corvi after being down in P9. He's going to finish in third place, just ahead of the Scuderia Carmona drivers, Johnny and BK. Then Stoll is going to finish in P6. Then we got the JL winner KiATO in P7, just ahead of Cruyff, who started for pole but didn't got the best of races. Then we see Guazzi and Uris completing the top 10. And we got Andre just ahead of Suicide today, is not racing for the team today. Then we got KiATO finishing ahead of Mongoose. Then we got Joe Porsche ahead of Juan. Then Mr. Crank finishing ahead of Ott Kumpa. And then Fox start finishing at the back of this race. So there it goes. It was the sprint, 7 minutes and 11 seconds. That was the time set by the race winner Kubo. Now I'm gonna have to change the settings, but I have to see how many laps. 29 laps. So there we go. Also, luckily, Aptly Amazing. Luckily, Aptly Amazing has fixed a very important issue which could have affected these drivers on the sprint qualifying, where some of these drivers could have got much more grip compared to the others, which would have given some fair results. But the issue was fixed, and so that didn't happen. There was also the issue of drivers not seeing the spray, and it was raining in Qualy. But yeah, you can see now so many drivers here today. 19, it's the maximum driver number as I'm here commentating.
Yeah, I was a bit worried there at the start because I was seeing a lot of people like teleporting and lagging. There seemed to be a lot of lag pushes
Fuck,
at the
that's
start. It
weird,
was kind of
man.
crazy.
Fuck off, man. Why is this happening? Connection failed bracket 2. Fuck off, man. Wow, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Why what the fuck? Who's in my spot? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I guess Apple Amazing hates Canadians.
It's too bad.
It's the only explanation.
We exist. It's too bad.
Okay, Qualy.
Why?
Heroes eyes with the app.
It's a dry race too, no rain.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
You can change it now, but the timer, the finish
Yeah,
timer
I
should
could
be
have
longer.
passed the
By the way.
passed the guy
Oh.
that I was ahead of me.
It's,
I still had the last section to go.
so I gotta change
Yeah,
it
but
for
that's
Celeste.
too late
only the
now.
top
So.
But
eight
it doesn't
points
matter
in this
anyway.
round.
It's not for points, but
Yeah.
in
And it's not
future.
worth as much.
In future though.
It's there you go now. Starting qualifying for the feature race. It's a brand new start, I guess. Some drivers certainly got a frustrating sprint race. I can see Kraft being one of them, and some others who started more at the front but just couldn't keep those spots. Like Stolf, I believe, starting from third, but yeah, we saw Kubo starting from second place, managing to get a great win there. Very solid pace. And it's certainly one of the candidates for this feature race. I'm very curious to see how they can stack up against Corvidas. Now it's a longer race, no rain, so we might see less crashes at the start, or maybe not. It really depends on how these drivers will race. And yeah, it's quite a chaotic track. You can see a very tight corner, turn 3, then turn 4 as well, with that big straight back straight as we see right now. Kubo now on provisional pole with the lap of 35.87. Not sure if that's gonna be the lap for pole position. And you can see so many drivers still yet to hit that sub 36. As you can see now, Qualy is still in P5. That could be one of them. Also, Kraft only with the 36.42. I'm pretty sure he can improve on this lap, on this qualifying. So let's see now. Looking at Kubo here, can he improve his lap? And he certainly can for the 45.40. Corvin now up into second place. Suicide up into third. Really amazing qualifying from Suicide. Seacraft up to P7. So there was quite a big shakeup here. Meantime, BK finishing in P5 is gonna now be P17 in qualifying. So much different reality here. As we see, Kubo on his third lap, I mean. So one more last chance to keep that pole position, or someone like Corvid to maybe take it from him. And can see now is not going to improve his lap. Andre is now up to second place. Kader up to third. Another big shake-up here on the third lap.
Andres, what the heck?
So there you go. Scubo takes pole position this time after starting from second on the sprint race. Then Andres, the qualifying master now, starting from second place. Then we see Kader, who won in JL, maybe with some chances of winning in CL as well. As you can see now, starting
Wow,
from
this
third,
is
then we
like
see
mini
Corby.
SL now.
Then Corby starting from P4, then we got Johnny right behind him with Kraft in P6. Then we got Suicide and I stole these words in P8.
That's
With
quite a
Carlo and
contrast, eh? Like what, 2 or 3 got sub 35, and then half the field here gets sub 35, 6.
yeah, as we see also
Pretty nice.
Release close the top 10, and we got KiATO and Joe Porst starting from row number 6. Then we got Quetzy and BK starting from row number 7. And we got Mr. Craig just right ahead of Ruan. Then we got Skemon Goose, Hot Koopa, and then Fox. So yeah, looking at these results, we see a difference of 3.2 seconds, but from P18 it's a difference of 2 seconds. So yeah, Fox really off the pace, of course. As he doesn't practice, and this is a very challenging track. Luckily now, with the new update, you can no longer see the goes to the lap drivers. So that's a really interesting thing. So yeah, very curious to see. Not sure if it's me who needs to be ready. Oh, it's me. Okay, sorry. Right, so there we go now. Kubo started with the hearts, maybe entries as well. Corby thinking about it, Journey, which is very usual. So there he goes now. We are starting the feature race. Can see lots of drivers starting with hard ties. Meanwhile, Kader is one of the top drivers starting from the softs. It's really interesting as we see Kubo this time having a much better start. You can see Andres and Corvin here. That's a really huge pile up. We see four drivers going forward. Why there? Andres goes off the track. Oh my god, big disasters for the little snowflake drivers. Because he's almost down off the back place. Oh my god, he's down from second to second class. And Koetsi right behind him in last place. Big crash there. We see Kubo keeping the lead of the race. Corvin up to second place. Kraft up to third. As we see now, Journey up to P4. Rist also pleased with his start. As you can see now, BK on the soft not managing to make that much progress. As we see Kader also falling down to P11. So big start here, big shake up as well. So this is something that might warn us for the SR race. As you can see, Corvin in second, trying to catch up to Kubo now. As Corvin now is going to make a mistake now. Journey right behind him. This is a group of three drivers with Kraft right behind. As you can see now, Journey is going to try and pass him for second place. But Corvin, oh my god, Journey got pushed off the track there. As we see now, Ruiz right behind him. So big train here for second place. Actually, not only Kraft is taking the slipstream, but still everyone else not that far away. As you can see now, wrist going side by side with Journey, Kader, and so I believe they're on the right rocket there almost, but I believe they managed to escape that. So there goes, they managed to survive. As you can see now, Kado not having a much better start like he got in the sprint race now, down in P10. So things not going that well for him now. As you can see, Stoll here in P6, right behind Jurist and Journey. But Kraft trying to follow the slipstream of Corvid there. I believe a good choice, even though he has the mediums. So he might be able to undercut him. You know, looking at strategy, I believe a lot of drivers are going for the only two stopper here. As the pit stops are a bit slower. So that makes a lot of sense as we see now Rist and Journey going side by side. They managed to survive, but Journey went a bit off the track now. He goes deep into the corner and Stoll is going to pass him there. So Journey was at some point battling for second, he got the crash, he fell behind, and now he's losing position, so not an ideal race for Journey, who didn't seem to be comfortable on this track as we see Stoll getting a penalty. He's gonna get passed by the barrels driver, but Stoll is gonna try and pass him back as we see Kado right behind making a double overtake. I don't know how the hell he did that, but he managed to do it now up to P5 as we see Journey going side by side with him. And now Uris is right ahead, maybe not happy to see this, as there might be a crash there, but there goes Johnny. Gonna pass those two drivers, Carlo is gonna get the penalty. As we see now, Johnny tried to make the move on the wrist, and he does it now, up to P4. Reese is gonna follow him now, as we see Carlo. Oh my god, what the hell happened there? Huge leg from Johnny. Johnny has got a huge leg there, he's gonna lose two positions because of that. Completely stuck at some point, and that could have been dangerous for some of the drivers following him behind. In the meantime, Maurice makes a huge mistake. He's gonna get passed by Jeruni and Caddo. Now Stoll's gonna get on the inside line. And there he goes now, Stoll. Can he take it there? He's gonna go too deep into the corner. Reese makes a switch back there. I believe he pushed him a bit. You see Stoll almost getting into a leg rocket with Cadder there. So yeah, really big start here. You can see now Corvis, who has been taking Kraft has been taking the safety from Corvid. I think he's certainly paying off because right now I can see they're certainly getting closer now to Kubo, but now Corvid makes a big mistake. He's gonna block Kraft. That's not ideal there. So this might give some breathing space to Kubo there. Maybe Kraft might want to pass Corvid. There he goes now. Corvid makes a mistake. Kraft goes go for the inside line. But maybe Corvid still thinks he's ahead because of his big ping. But I think, yeah, Kubo is still keeping the lead, and this is very ideal for him right now. Yeah, at some point, Corvi was really getting close, but they lost a lot of time just on this lap. As you can see now, Kraft going to the pits on lap 7. It's how far he could take those mediums, but I believe he could have taken those more. Now he's going to get some traffic with with drivers on the old tires. You can see now his big rival there, Guetzi, on the hards, going to be right ahead of him. the meantime, we see Rist and Stoll battling for P4 right now. You can see Stoll trying to get on inside, but doesn't work well. In the meantime, looks like Journey has managed to pull a good recovery now up to third place. 2 seconds, 2.8 seconds behind Corvid. So things looking quite interesting at the front. Okay, but right now it's still Kubo now lapping Fox at the moment. Still keeping the lead of the race, but now big mistake from him. He goes too wide into that corner. As you can see now, Corvid getting a little bit close now, only 2 seconds behind. As in the meantime, we see Johnny alone in third. Then we see now Stowe now going for the inside line against Uris. There he goes now, gonna try and take the line there. Oh my god, Uris gets pushed. Why? That's not ideal for him. Not the greatest of moves from Stowe.
BK not ghosted for me.
Yeah, because BK is battling you. He's not a lap behind you.
Oh my god, I have the fast lap showing.
Yeah, that explains it. You can see now, oh my god, I don't know what happened with Kubo, but he seems to have made a big mistake and now Kraft is running right behind him, or maybe... No, I think it was actually the undercut from Kraft, so maybe this was his plan from the finish driver. To get an undercut and now get into slipstream from Kubo. I believe it would be smart from him to now take this slipstream, or maybe try to take the lead for a few laps, but... He will see what will the top two drivers managing their lead now as they're trying to escape from Corvid. And Corvid, of course, trying to catch up to these drivers. So yeah, I thought it was a mistake from Kubo, but no, it was just him being undercutted by the home hero today here in CL. We see now Suicide and KiATO going side by side on the pits, pitting for the hard ties after 11 laps. So I might see some strategy here, some drivers pitting on lap 22 for the second pit stop, which may allow them to go for the mediums in the end. Mediums or softs, maybe someone is gonna go for that challenge, pushing the softs for 7 laps. But in the meantime, looks like Kraft has lost the slipstream from Kubo. That's not really good, because at some point these mediums are gonna get outperformed by Kubo's hards, so really needs to try and come back now, because otherwise it might be really hard. And looks like Juan is gonna retire from this race. There goes that's our first DNF of this race. And yeah, Corby starting getting closer there up the front. Try to get yet another win in Challenger League and extend his gap for the championship, and pretty much feel comfortable for the maybe the final round if we can extend even further on the next round in Zandvoort. Yeah, you can see now we might see a big battle here for second place. Scarf was streaming Corby, but then he went for the undercut on lap 7. And I was getting caught up by him now. You can see Corby very close to slipstream. That's certainly what he wouldn't want now. And maybe try to pass him, because I believe, yeah, Craft tires are starting to get old. But so yeah, Corby with quite a challenge here. Kubo still in the lead and doing a good job there, keeping the at least 2 seconds gap there. As Journey is just running alone now in P4. And then we got some big battles here for P6. It's the big battle here. KiATO, Istel, Kader, PK there. 5 drivers with Susiv, not that far away, and Quetzy also quite close here. So yeah, that's quite a big battle here. Drivers racing very close to each other. There he goes now, Kader. Maybe he passed on Stone, or he's gonna keep himself behind. Maybe he's already ahead of Inscreen. As you can see, oh my god, they both got to push each other out. Oh my god, big crash between those two drivers. Kader, oh, now Stone again. Oh my god, still having 2 big crashes there in. He's gonna fall down now to P11. Big disasters. In the meantime, Kraft is gonna pit for a second time on lap 14. I'm curious to see his strategy, because he's pitted on lap 14 for the hards. And I don't think he can take those tires to the end, so I don't know, maybe miscalculation from Kraft there. Actually, there's 15 laps to go, so maybe he's going for the soft tires with 5 laps to go, or 6. So that's an interesting strategy, but I wonder if that's not gonna cost him a lot. Because Corvid and Kuba are on the 2-stopper and Journey as well, so I don't know. Kraft might have quite a lot of job to do. He's going for a very aggressive strategy here, so he really needs to put on the lap times. That's going to be very crucial for him. As in the meantime, we see KiATO running close to a race, but team seems to be calming down now. As I don't think there's someone getting the slipstream of another driver. For now, the closest gap seems to be between Qualy and Social, but they're like 97 tenths behind, or 97 hundredths. But yeah, quite interesting race here. But Kubo still leading the way. Corvid second, trying to catch up to him. That's the situation there. Juni has got quite a lot of chaos on this start. Now trying to maybe catch up to Corvid or not let him run away that much. But I don't think it's certainly going to be hard to catch him at this moment. As Corvid, of course, very consistent. Kubo as well, really hitting some good laps here. Actually, let's check the fastest lap between the drivers. And looks like it's from Corvid, a lap of 36 flat. And then we got Kubo with only fifth best lap, Kader with the second best lap time. As we see now, looks like Corvid has pitted already. Yeah, Corvid has pitted already for the second time. I'm trying to see the. Okay, there he goes now. Corvid has pitted for the hard, for soft tires, I mean. So Corvid has now decided to go for the free stopper. And maybe stop Kraft for passing him in the end. And you can see Corvid, of course, is got undercutted by Kraft. I'm pretty sure with Kubo staying out, I think he's gonna go for a two stopper, and I think this might play out very good for him because he might be able to take the slipstream from Corvid, and so Corvid is basically making an extra pit stopper. I don't think he's gonna catch him until the end of the race. So I feel like Kubo might be in for a very perfect weekend after winning the sprint race. He's looking very good to win the feature as well, which might give him a lot of confidence going to the SL race. There he goes, Kubo pitting with 10 laps to go. I'm pretty sure he's going for the hearts. And there he goes, Corvin. Kubo, I mean. Meanwhile, Corvin is going to pass him, so Kubo is not going to get the slipstream. So this might give a chance for Corvin now, who is running away with first place. Of course, there's no rain, so if the rain would hit, and if it existed in this league, Corvin would be in a very good position. And Kraft as well, they would be battling for the lead. But yeah, it's really interesting. I believe Corvid still with those tires. He's gonna still running away from Kubo at the moment until his tires start to wear out. You can see, but yeah, for Kubo is gonna be really important to keep a close distance. So when Corvid pits again, he's gonna have enough distance to keep the win until the end. In the meantime, looks like Julian is on the same strategy as Kubo. As you can see, he has made his final pit stop. So this is gonna be interesting. If Shirley can pass Corvin and maybe try to secure the second place or third place with Kraft as well in this fight. So four drivers battling for the podium position, with Kubo I think looking to be the favorite at the moment for the win. Let's see now, Kraft with old hearts trying to keep the slipstream of Corvid. I think this is gonna be very crucial for him. If Corvid has better pace, then for Kraft it might be the best to force Corvid to make a pass on the track and not with strategy. Like it's it's only 8 laps to go to the end of the race. Kubo is keeping very close to these drivers, so very good driving for Kubo. I'm enjoying it a lot. As you can see also Journey P4. Then we see Ulrich having quite solid race now in P5. I don't think he has got a podium in CL this season, which is quite surprising. He has been quite solid, but not solid enough for a podium as so far. You see KiATO, who got second in the sprint, now in P6 in a feature, so still not a bad results for him. You see Suicide in P7. In the meantime, oh my god, looks like there may have been a crash between Corvid and Kraft, because Kubo is now in the middle of those two drivers. There you go, Kubo now getting the best tires, I believe. Yeah, it might be just Corvid tires just dying at the moment, so I think, yeah, Corvid is gonna go for the pits now, so there we go. I think Kraft is gonna try to take the slipstream of Kubo for one more lap, so he can maybe have better tires than Corvid and pass him there. In the meantime, looks like Journey is not gonna pass Corvid, so I think Journey might be out of the podium because I'm pretty sure Kraft might be able to do the same. So yeah, I think Corvid has at least secured the podium position, so still a good gap in the CL standings. But yeah, then we still see Kuba now trying to run away from Kraft. But I think Kuba has a really big distance. As you can see now, Kraft diving to the pits for the final pit stop. There he goes now. Going for the soft tires, of course. And now he's gonna get undercutted by Corvid. There he goes now. Ooh, it looks like Journey might be able to still fight for the third place. But Kraft, of course, is not gonna take much to catch him. As you can see now, taking the slipstream on the back straight. And there he goes now, going for the sideline of Journey. There he goes, Kraft up to third place on his home race. So there he goes. Thinks he started on pole in sprint race, but then in qualifying, but then in the race things didn't go well. But now things is going his way. He's now up to third place. And now Journey, there he goes. Big mistake from Journey. So Kraft is gonna take third place. There goes Kraft now. Yes, Corvid right ahead of him. 2 seconds of distance, and would Kraft catch him until the end of the race? He has one lap fresher as soft tires. But yes, Kraft's stint is relatively short, same with Corvid, so I don't know, Corvid might still be able to keep the distance. I'm pretty sure Corvid is at least trying to secure second, not sure if he's still thinking about the win. Because now he would really need to gain quite a lot on Kubo to win. You can see now only 3 laps to go and still a 6-second gap, so Kubo is really looking well today. Really on fire. After taking the win on sprint, I think he's gonna take the win in feature race. So yeah, really a big comeback after the last 2 rounds not going that well. And now really showing his pace today. You can see still leading the way. You can see now, now Kraft's gonna make a big mistake. This might cost him the second place. Or a potential second place. Might be better to say it that way. You can see now only 2 laps to go. Kraft catch up to Corvid till the end. As in the meantime, looks like there's a big battle here. Ooh, KiATO now going deep into the grass. Johnny is gonna, Uris is gonna pass him for P5. There he goes. Uris step to P5. KiATO falling down to P6. As you can see, ooh, now KiATO is gonna go deep into the gravel. He's gonna lose P5 now. And P6 as well as Suicide is gonna pass him again. There goes also Quetzy and Stoll racing very close to each other. In the meantime, Kraft is getting really close to Corvid, but not close enough, maybe not to make an overtake on the final lap now. But you can see, Corvid with a mistake. Kraft is getting very close now. You can see Kraft is just seeing him right ahead, and Corvid is gonna have much worse tires now on this second half of the lap. So many corners now. Can Kraft take the position? As you can see now, he's gonna try maybe go for the inside line now. You can see Kubo is gonna take the win of this feature race, but who's gonna take second place now? Think Kraft gonna go for the move there? No, he's gonna be now on the drive on the inside maybe. Can Corvid take it? I think Corvid's gonna take second place, and Kraft is gonna be in third place. And Journey is gonna be in P4, and I think Curis is gonna take a solid P5 today. With KiATO now in P6 now, battle with Quetzy. Quetzy out of nowhere, maybe with P6 here. You can see he's going for the outside. There he goes, Quetzy. He's getting P6. And there he goes, the end of the race. Yeah, the countdown should have been much bigger, but yeah, I think Quetzy takes P6. But yeah, now looking at the results, Kubo takes the win after taking the win in the sprint race. So really amazing weekend from Kubo. Pretty much the perfect one even with the qualifying with the second and pole position. So really the best driver today. Then 5 seconds behind is going to be Corvid, just managed to hold on for second. Also the fastest lap there with 45.75. And Kraft taking third. Then we got